fun. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the FromThe Banking podcast, where today we have one of our Scottish Championship mini drivers, Liam Kelso, on as a special guest today for whatever episode this is. I have no idea, don't even ask me. Liam, how are you?
Yeah, I'm pretty good. Yourself?
Yeah, not bad, not bad. Amber, what about you?
How you just refused to introduce me.
I was getting on to you, eh? I was getting on to you.
I'm doing good. I would have appreciated being told about this recording more than 5 minutes before it was supposed to happen, but it's fine. It's fine. I forgive you.
I told you the family, and I forgot to tell Amber.
Fair enough.
So honestly, I would have had an easier time if I just asked you, Liam.
Yeah, it's fair.
I've had National 5 Maths today, right? Just give me a break. Too much going on my brain.
You had National 5 Maths. What have I been doing all day? Actually, not much. But what did I do yesterday? Oh yeah, I went to work for 12 hours straight.
Better than National 5 Maths.
Debatable.
Anyway, right. So I think we'll just start the season, I guess. So Liam, first round in Cadwell. All I know about that is I think the final race was just absolutely torrential weather, and that is all that I know.
The race was just absolute torrential rain. We actually literally couldn't see anything about a meter ahead of me. So coming into turn one was absolutely terrifying.
I was about to say, that's a really thing that I've heard recently, especially because, where was I watching recently? Miami in the F2 sprint race. Masses of spray, can't see anything. From your perspective as a driver, what does it look like? How terrifying is it?
I would use those words. It's just absolutely terrifying. The only thing you can really see is tons of water and very faint lights ahead of you.
Okay.
Oh, no, you're just completely blind.
So you're going off pure luck and hope. Okay. I assume...
Pretty much.
I assume beforehand you will have somewhat memorized the track layout, so you roughly know where you're going.
Yeah, it was kind of an estimate where we were going. Luckily we had, everyone else had a full test. Yeah, I didn't, but we had qualifying at a race before, so...
Well, in that case, how much did that sort of set you back, you not having the full sort of test day?
Probably quite a bit. I mean, we didn't... Pretty much just went in with no setup whatsoever. So the car that we entered Cadwell with, we went into race 2 barely touching the setup. So it was just pretty much a completely neutral car.
Okay. When you say neutral, what does that mean for our viewers who maybe don't know car setup as well as you or I?
It's basically just however the car is as you have it. So the toe, the ride height, the wing angle, pretty much if that's neutral, then it means you've effectively not touched it, just left it as standard, the most standard it can be.
Standard for a race car.
Yeah.
I think the worst place to level like that has to be Cadwell as well, because it is just a mammoth of a track. I would not have fun driving in those conditions.
Yeah, it's not a fun track in the wet, although it was very slidey, so a lot of the corners you're basically just counter steering the whole time. It's effectively it just turned into Formula Drift.
God. See, that's what I would love. I would love to see someone drift in a Mini. Not you, Liam, because we know what happens when you drift.
Yeah, whenever I drift, it does not end well.
No, trust me. This is 6 months later, and I still talk about that because it's absolutely hilarious.
Don't worry, I talk about that as well.
Well, okay. At the time, it wasn't hilarious, but now it's just the funniest thing ever. I guess we will continue on with your season. We'll go back to that.
Yeah, we'll go back to that at some point.
Just leave it on a side for
Croft. I believe that was your second round of the year. Talk us through it.
Yep. Well, never raced in real life, so effectively just going into it completely blind. No setup as well for that either. So luckily we did actually get a full test day. Nothing went wrong during the Friday. Qualifying, ABS failed straight away for the whole length of qualifying. Had no ABS, constantly locking up. I think I qualified 10th and just over a second off pole. Wasn't too bad for my first visit at that track. In race 2, it actually started off fairly tame. A lot of the front runners were kind of bumping a bit, and it just caused a couple of cars to shuffle around the pack. To be fair, while it's in my mind, I'll get on to the actual start procedure of race 1, because that was quite a lot of drama. So we all come round after the green flag lap. all line up to the grid, everyone's waiting, and it lasts a lot longer than we think. So I think we're all just kind of sitting there waiting, and then suddenly a Irvin comes flying through the middle, stops in his grid spot. We wait a while, and then a marshal comes out, tells him to go to the back. So he turns around, drives to the back. He gets to the back grid slot, and he gets moved another grid slot back, and then we do another lap, and eventually we get going. So I think it was about 5 or 6 minutes before we actually got the race underway. So yeah, that was pretty cold.
Just
I
out
was
of pure
about to
curiosity,
say,
when you're
that was
sat
a
on the
point
grid
of
like that,
contention.
yeah,
Go
go
for
on,
it,
Amber.
Aaron.
Go
That's a
on then.
point of contention between me and my partner Chris, and I think the safety car observer, and I believe you, Aaron. Jack Irvin, he technically got 3 green flag laps, so his tyres were warmer than everyone else's. As a driver, or as someone competing in that championship, do you believe that is fair? I know it was just kind of like shit happens, but at the same time.
I mean, in my opinion, it's not really the most fair thing, but he did kind of get penalised a bit by sitting to the back of the grids. So
Yeah.
kind of, it doesn't really. He won the race anyways, but
I mean, yes.
the penalty of starting at the back of the grid kind of made up for it.
Fair enough.
Obviously, what was all on? Sort of, you just sat on the grid. I'm assuming you got like a radio on those cars.
No radio.
Yeah. So you just sat on the grid, no idea what's going on. So you just sat there.
Yeah, pretty much just sitting on the grids, waiting for things to happen, and then whenever something happens, you just kind of go with the flow.
I want to know what your first thought was when you just see Jack Irvine just come flying up the middle of the pack for no reason.
Well, first I was just kind of sitting there waiting for the 30-second board and the 5-second board. Takes a while, so I'm figuring something's obviously gone wrong. And then I just see a car fly straight down the middle of the grid, and it's absolutely massive fright.
God, I can imagine.
Because I think he drove down at about like 40-ish mile an hour between
Yeah.
everyone. So yeah,
You can tell
yeah,
from.
it was a thing to watch.
You can tell
What a
from.
situation.
Yeah, that is definitely unusual, to say the least. Obviously, as I've been told, that car did in previous seasons get 2 green flag laps, but again, you guys haven't been at Knockhill yet, so we don't know if you do or not.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, well, I think at Knockhill we do get 2 green flag laps, but because Cadwell and Croft are so long, we only get 1.
Okay.
Sounds about right.
Knock.
Because I was
Yeah.
at Croft and then was double knockhill. If that.
Yeah.
Maybe not double,
Yeah.
but it's
Well,
longer.
I think it's around just over 2 miles,
Yeah, but
so it is a little bit longer.
Knockhill's just over a mile, I want to say. Anyway,
It's
regardless.
1.2, 1.3.
Yeah, I
something
think.
like. Aaron,
I think
you're the
Knockhill's
Knockhill nerd.
I think knockhill is something like, and don't quote me on this. I think it's about 2.004 kilometers.
Knockhill nerd.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I'll take it. You know. Well, that's smart math. But yeah, so race 1, I honestly don't remember much from it. I think we all remember stuff from race 2. So anything you want about race 1?
I mean, to be fair, race 1 for us was going pretty well. I think managed to get up into about 6th place, I think, leading the newcomers, and then 2 cars in front go side by side for the Jim Clarkesses. They cause contact. I just decided to rear end one of them, and then lose the newcomers' lead.
As you do.
It's fair enough. Whenever you feel like it, you just have to.
Yeah.
Racing is not a contact sport, man.
Sometimes it is.
Supposedly not a contact sport. I don't agree with that.
It's not. It's not supposed to be a contact sport.
I'm a very strong believer of rubbing his racing. I like that. I love a good mud pipe one. Just absolutely send
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Why not?
Exactly.
It depends on the post chief to whether you'll get written up for it or not. In race 2, still from Croft, I believe, obviously it was very wet. You had a little excursion.
Yes, basically in race 2, I was starting second, got an absolutely horrendous start, which seems to be a bit of a trend with the Mini. And then coming out of turn 1, I was side by side with Chris Coburn. He lost a bit of grip in the car, slid into me, and I went a full 360 around.
Oh,
By the time we exited turn 2, I think I was about maybe 3 or 4 seconds behind the next car.
something like that, if I can remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think again at Tower, there was more issues with some cars. I think Chris actually ended up in the field.
I mean, it's Croft.
Yeah. It's Croft. Someone has to end up in the field.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's typically a Mini.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's always a Mini.
Or Legend car at a touring car weekend. Can't wait to just Scottish Legends are in that. It's going to be lethal.
Christ.
But yeah, so it was just a bit mental race 2. I can't even remember how many incidents there were because it was just chaos. I'm pretty sure the stream just messed one up completely, just showed you the race. It's like, yo, look at this.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, bit of chaos, but you got up to, I want to say P5 overall, and then won the Newcombs Cup in the end.
Yeah, it was P5 overall, newcomers win. It was actually really hard to keep that position because coming into Sunnyside, the other newcomer, Presley Barrett, he was
Yes.
right behind me,
Yeah,
and basically I just had to defend like hell because I think I was having a bit of problems with the car. The wheel was coming loose.
God.
but the actual steering wheel.
No, the wheel on the car.
Yeah, no, I'm
God,
getting onto
yes.
that. 'cause that
Yeah, that's it's quite that was quite funny because the hub sheared its threads, so the whole race pretty much I was just losing one wheel bolt after another, and on the last lap I think I was about 2 wheel bolts left.
Jesus.
so just got
So-
over the line.
Pretty much, yeah. So it was literally wobbling like hell coming up to the end of the final lap.
So that'll explain the. So I'm in a Facebook group, Croft Marshall's group, and there was a photo from like different posts of all just these little wheel nuts, and I was like, I wonder who that was from. Now it explains it.
Yeah. Well, I quite like them back, to be fair.
Yeah, do you reckon
No.
it was a result of the contact, or
Well, I'm not quite sure what the cause of it was. I think it was probably just a bit too much load on that wheel because it was the passenger side front wheel, and Croft has a lot of right-handers.
Yeah.
So I think it was
Yes.
just too much load on the car, and it couldn't take it.
yeah?
Mm.
So I've got to think now. So basically, Croft race 1 pretty well. And race 2 just completely out of chaos. Got Newcomers win. How on earth did you get to the Newcomers win end there? Because it was just completely out of chaos.
I mean, to be fair, I'm not quite sure either. We were quite far back in race 2, and then I think it was one of the other newcomers got stuck on the gravel. Safety car came out, panic button shut up, and then I think when we were at green, there was about 2 laps to go, and everyone's kind of like bunching up, fighting each other. Then when I passed one person, I realised that's Presley, one of the other newcomers. He's leading the newcomers race, so that puts me in the lead of the newcomers, and then yeah, just chaos.
I mean, you got it. No complaints. No complaints.
Yeah, no complaints from me.
So obviously this year you've gone to minis, last year in the C1s. How's that transition going for you? Is it been a hard transition, or the cars got similarities to make it a bit easier?
Well, to be fair, the only similarities is that they got 4 wheels. It's a completely different car to the C1, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I would
The
like to
C1
argue that point. Minis and C1s both have a tendency to roll. You know that
Yeah,
very
that's-
well.
That's an issue that they both seem to have. Although the Mini, hopefully, it doesn't. I'm not planning on rolling it this year.
So what changed last year? Anyway, so yeah, the main differences between the Mini and the C1, apart from the fact that they tend to like to roll.
Well, the C1, it's quite a floaty car. It likes to just do its own thing. It's very skate at high speed as well. The Mini, on the other hand, is on rails. It's like comparing a NASCAR to an F1 car, in my opinion. When you go, it goes. When you brake, it brakes. When you steer, it steers. All that. Compared to the C1, which is, well, at least for me, it was very defiant. The steering wheel was more of a suggestion wheel.
Just turn right, just turns left and centre. Just I don't like
Yeah,
I don't like
exactly.
that, bro.
And I think coming into Duffus in the C1, it was quite an aggressive corner, but my steering wheel was for the most part straight or turning left.
That's not the way that corner goes.
I mean, if it worked,
No,
it
it's
worked.
not. I mean, it worked pretty well.
How it worked, I have no idea. But fair play.
At Cabrel, we saw you with the Rookie X on your car. You're welcome for the reminder, by the way.
Thank you.
Like, what is your sort of ultimate goal in racing? Obviously, you've gone for C1s, you're now into minis. Where do you want to be in 5-10 years' time?
Well, in probably about 5 years' time, I would like to be in some form of like national series. So, for example, like the Mini Challenge, or maybe something a bit less realistic, like the Porsche Cup or something.
God, don't
That
go
would
to
be-
Porsches. Porsches are fucking boring.
They're not
I
boring,
don't
they're
know.
fun.
They're quite cool to watch.
Yeah,
That
they're cool to
that
watch,
would be
that's it.
quite that would be quite a good goal to achieve. Maybe in 10 years' time, hopefully, somehow I get into the touring cars. Who knows? I would love to do touring cars. With how many people want to do them, I doubt I'll get much of a chance.
Yeah.
Get Keltec Racing touring cars. We'll
I
make
mean-
bank out, trust me. But yeah, no, so
Touring cars. Sorry,
Yeah.
Aaron, I cut you off.
no, I don't know what I was going to say in the first place.
Okay, that's fine. I assume you've been watching this season. Who is your pick for the Drivers' Champion this year?
Whoa.
Well, that's quite a hard choice because I have about 2 or 3 drivers that I want to win the championship this year.
We will take them.
The obvious one is Ash Sutton. He looks absolutely rapid in that Ford, especially in the races. Then I'm going to say probably Daniel Rosbaum, because
Good
that
choice.
Mercedes was looking pretty fast at Donington. And because he's my favourite driver, Aidan Moffat.
Oh, yes.
Fair.
Yep.
I'll give you that.
Have you
PMR
ever
is
like
done this year.
actually met him just around the circuit out of curiosity?
No, I haven't. No.
Oh.
Yeah, I know he was up for the SMRC testing earlier this year, but our car wasn't ready for that. So
I'm whipping up the story now. It's a short story, but it's a story to an extent.
Go for it.
We all know Finn, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Formula
I'm
Finn.
with Finn for the test day. We've just been, hanging out the whole day, and we're going down to Duffus just because why? That was a red flag, I think, and I was down Duffus, so we're going to check what it was because why not? What else have we got to do? And as we're going down, you just see Aidan Moffat just coming running out from like this.
I know you're like 12, but we do not follow people into bathrooms.
I didn't follow him. What you doing?
Still. Jesus.
Yeah, day before I signed PMR because he always knew PMR gave on.
So you knew before everyone else.
Yeah. Before, yeah, but yeah, no, because he was in a green Legend. I think he was in a 2 car. I want to say.
Oh yeah.
That's what I've got photos of him in it. You can see it's just a bright white suit in the middle of the Legends car. But yeah, no, I've no idea why he was there. I think he was just there for a laugh. I'll be honest.
I think he just wanted to go out in a Legend, which fair enough.
Can't blame him.
Yeah, I mean he can do it if he can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you
He's a
gonna?
touring car
do you
driver.
wanna
No
do
one's going to
Legends
say
one day?
no. What's that?
Do you want to do Legends one day?
Probably. I mean, they
God.
look very rough. Is all I'm
Yeah.
going to say. So I've tried them on the sim. Not my cup of tea.
I would
what
so.
tracks have you done?
Yeah.
Knockhill, and I've tried them at Cadwell. That was horrible.
Oh, I can just imagine the 35 car Legends grid trying to race at Cadwell. The lethal.
Oh, that'd be torture for the drivers.
Be torture
You'd
for
have
the
to-
fucking marshals.
I know. Well, if you were racing in that, you'd have to pray that you qualify at the front, because I feel like in fact probably the first turn it would be chaos.
Yeah, it'd be chaos as a whole, really. I mean, that first corner at Cadwell was weird to me. I mean, I've got project cars, and that's my equivalent of sim. I'll play Cadwell on it sometimes, but it sort of sweeps up and left, doesn't it? So you can't really see the exit.
It's a very uphill corner.
Yeah.
Because of the way it is as well, the entry to turn 2 is quite blind. So you go uphill, and it's basically just kind of flat from there.
Yeah. It's an alright complex. It's just, I imagine it'd be very difficult to get, you know.
Yeah, I think anything probably touring car speeds would be very hard to race with at Cadwell.
I think, yeah. I want the touring cars raced at Cadwell for a little bit. I don't think they raced there for a long.
Probably it would have been quite a while ago.
Yeah. That might be me completely talking it in my head for some reason. I don't have a clue. I just have a weird memory.
I mean, it might have been back in the days when Rockingham was on the schedule. So that was a while ago.
Yeah, it's like 2018.
God knows.
Yeah, I think it was 2018. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like 7 then, so.
I was 17. I'm 10 years older than God. Oh yeah, I've just realized I'm the oldest one here because Liam, you're only what, 21, 22?
I'm 19.
Fuck off.
I'm a lot younger than that.
I don't know if that's a compliment or not. Okay, then a follow-up question to that. Why are so many young people like yourself getting into motorsport, and how are they getting into it? How are they affording it, to put it bluntly?
It really depends what series they're doing. Obviously, if they're doing like Ginettas and all that, well, then it's mostly just kind of they can afford it because they can.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very expensive series, so a lot of it comes from the fact that their parents will have an absolute ton of money. But for things like the minis and sort of like the C1s and all that, it's a bit harder to kind of keep that money. Still fairly easy to get if you've got quite a well-paying job or career, but it still gets quite tight on money sometimes. I mean, for us, this year, because I'm doing the minis and my brother Charlie's doing the rallying, it's a very expensive year for us.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it does get very, very costly.
Just a random thing I just thought of there. Actually, the touring cars are doing like a new junior series to support the package from 27 onwards. Would that be something you'd maybe go into one day if you could? I know it's going to be called or what it is, but.
Well, it depends what they determine as a junior, because if it's a junior series, then it would probably be for 14 to 17-year-olds. And I think I'm a little bit past that.
It's fine. You can pass for a 17-year-old, she says after literally calling you 22.
Yeah. I mean, if I shave my beard and mustache, then yeah.
Exactly.
It's not
God,
impossible.
what was I? Of racing, seeing you did mention, costs. What do you do outside racing? Have you got a job? Are you in like college or university? Like, what do you do with yourself outside of racing? Out of curiosity.
So outside of racing, our family does quite a lot of architecture. My parents run their own kind of architecture business. As for what I do photography.
Oh yeah, because I saw
Yeah.
you with a camera at Knockhill, yeah.
Yeah, I was last time I was up at Knockhill was with a camera. Yeah, I think I got into that late last year, and then just kind of gone up from there.
Have you got a favourite photo you've taken?
Well, this is a bit hypocritical because it's a favorite photo at Knockhill, and it's of a C1. I think it was Mark Nisbet's car, just as
Oh,
he's coming up
yes.
up Duffus.
was that the meet just gone, I'm assuming?
Yeah, that was the meet
Yeah.
in April. It's a very nice photo.
Should have come and said hi.
It's a nice
God.
car to show in this, but
Yeah, but I was gonna, but my brother was kind of dragging me along quite a bit.
Well, is he a younger or an older brother? Because what I say next
he's
determines.
my
Okay,
Yeah,
then I won't.
he's 14 or 15. Sorry.
Okay, then I won't go into my rant because I'm nice
Fair
to.
enough.
I'm nice to young kids. Apart from Aaron, he's the only exception.
I do get bullied there. Fair play. I signed up to Marshall.
Yeah. What was I going to say there? Disappeared. Amber, use your brain that you supposedly have.
Yeah, supposedly.
Yeah, that's a key
You're gonna
word
bully
there.
me and delete back.
This is what it's like on a Marshall post, just constantly just bullying each other. Race with Respect does get talked about at our Marshall's briefing, but like everyone just forgets it exists.
Race with respect basically is just don't be mean to a driver and make sure people can't hear you being mean to your fellow marshal.
Or if you are going to be mean, go with respect.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Fair enough.
That's all
Fair
the
enough.
gist of it. As far as for drivers, pretty much just if you get an accident, don't get in the car and do what Formula Ford drivers did a few years back on the start finish straight, just start scrapping. That's brilliant.
The brother of that marshal that had to split them up, still marshals at Knockhill, and he is an assessing post chief, funnily enough.
I just find it hilarious because they get in the car and just start fighting. The marshal just like slides in.
It's just like, nope.
You know, in Clifford Marshall with Carlos Sainz, similar when the car's just walking towards the track and the marshal just slides in front of it. Like, no, come this way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that. Just not get.
I guess that kind of leads on to a nice question. Explain the sort of psyche, I guess, of a racing driver when big incidents do happen and you know it's not your fault and you want to punch the lights out of the driver who punted you off. Like, how do you sort of deal with that without disobeying Race with Respect?
I can't really speak for everybody. my immediate thought is probably to actually figure out if it was me or the other driver that caused that. If it was the other driver, curse them out before they can hear you. But if it was you, then quickly run over to make sure the other driver's all right, and then apologize, then hope that they don't take a bit of a violent approach.
Okay.
And then just kind of go from what the marshal says, probably cry that your car's damaged, and then just head back to the paddock.
Don't. I remember you sobbing after what happened to your C1.
I mean, fair enough. I did kind of roll it a few times, so.
Yeah, I was about to say, let's just talk about this. It's the elephant in the room. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Right. Give me your perspective of what on earth happened.
Pretty much what happened. Start of the session, car was feeling quite nice. I think we made a couple of changes to the car for the final round. With how good it's kind of handling in the sort of damp conditions, I was feeling a bit confident, a bit too confident. And then coming up past the chicane, I kind of starts to slide out a bit. My foot's still kind of pinned to the floor, so I kind of like straighten up the wheel a bit. Car doesn't correct as much as I thought it would, so I give it just a little bit of counter steer. Turns out the front tires had a lot more grip compared to the rear tires, and the car just completely snaps to the side. And the minute it hits the gravel, I'm immediately just pretty much praying that it doesn't roll while it's tipping to the sides. And at that point, I just close my eyes and just hope that it all goes well.
Yeah. So
that's really strange because obviously, fuck off whoever's sending me a message. You're allowed to swear, by the way. I know your mother will probably watch it,
Fair
but
enough.
you are
Yeah.
allowed to swear. From my sort of point of view, everything was fine right up until you sort of hit the curbing / the gravel. Then all hell broke loose. Rolled 2, 3, 4, barrel 2, 3, 4 times, and then ended arse up on top of the tire barrier. And I remember I had a trainee marshal beside me, and as soon as that happened, it was 3.5 minutes into the session. I will never forget that fact.
Yep. I will never live down that fact.
No, you won't. And as soon as it starts as soon as you start rolling, the first thing that came out of my mouth was shit. And I start running before you even stop because of where I was positioned. I was on the crowd side or spectator side of the banking at post 4, which is the chicane, and I just start running. Then you pop out, and I asked, are you good? I'm pretty sure, in fact, I didn't ask you if you were good. I asked for a thumbs up, you gave me it. Pretty sure the first thing I said to you when you popped out was, "Really? The last race, speaking of the season?"
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah, but I mean, to be fair, at least it was the last race meeting and not like
Yeah.
the third or fourth.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a pretty lucky sort of weekend to do it, because any other weekend you miss in the full 2 days of racing, you just missed it
Oh, yeah.
one day.
Yeah, that
But you
was
got a bit lucky with the fog.
yeah, that was the weekend the fog came down and cancelled the whole day.
Yeah.
Yes. So
Because all that happened that day was a classic went out, just went kaboom, and then nothing happened.
Yeah. added more
joyful day in
fog than
December.
there needed to be.
Yeah.
But yeah, from my perspective with that whole thing, all that I remember from it is in assembly, you rolled in. I was like, "Oh, you leaving Kelso?" I was like, "Yeah, good luck." I say good luck to you. And not even 5 minutes later, you're bloody flipping the Duffus, not Duffus, on the chicane, and I'm feeling one guilty person in the world. Like, just jinx this man instantly.
I mean, yeah, you were the last person to talk to me, so
So I'm not going to talk to you before you go out now.
Yeah,
That's just a rule. It's
whenever I'm in the assembly area, Kill, you're just banned from coming near the car.
just
A
get Charlie
friendly
on
wave.
protection duty, just like blocking me.
Yeah. I'll have Charlie come in with like a gun or something, just aim at you when you get close.
Because it happens, and then like we're in assembly, and like we'll get it over the radio, like what's happening and stuff. And then somebody managed to get a photo of the car just like that on the wall.
Yeah, do you still have that photo, by the way?
Huh? Me?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't me that had it. I don't know who the hell had it. I can't remember. But yeah, show us photo. How has he done that? Like, there's flipping it and then landed in the gravel trap that's on the wall.
To be fair, it didn't actually clock to me that I was on the wall until I got out of the car.
Really?
Because I thought maybe I'm actually not sure what I thought. I just kind of assumed it was in the gravel.
Yeah.
I didn't think that it was on the wall.
Do you remember what you were thinking when you just started rolling? Is it just sort of a situation of just
hope and pray?
Yeah, it was pretty much just brace. I think I did say one thing, and it was shit. Like the minute the car went over, and then I think it took about maybe a few seconds to actually realize what happened after I stopped. And then obviously that's when you arrived, Amber. Got out of the car, turned around, saw it sitting like that, and I started questioning myself because the runoff between the chicane and the barrier is quite far.
Massive.
So I honestly have no idea how I ended up from the track to there.
I think you just had so much momentum, and as you say, you were pinned on the throttle, so I assume it's the momentum from that just carried you. And C1's lightweight, and C1's gravel don't mix.
Yeah, no, they do not mix at all.
That's what I learned that day.
Well, this might be a dumb question, but it'll be a funny question if it's a funny answer. When you're rolling, are you still sat on the brake, or is it just no input at all?
It's a good question, actually.
It's kind of you're trying to hit the brake, but your foot's going up and down, left and right, so much that you actually miss the brake several times. In fact, I think my foot was caught under the brake.
Oh.
Yeah.
It was a very, very rough one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you were a bit sore for a couple of days after that.
No, actually, I was completely fine.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I mean, the only kind of injury I had was slight trauma to my arm. That was it. Got out unscathed.
I don't know about that. I would have thought you would have been a bit sort of really just sort of die for a week and just recover.
To be fair, that's what you kind of think, but rolling is surprisingly smoother than you think.
So if you lose the energy slowly, it's not just like I want something to stop, you know?
Like all the energy kind of dissipates into the ground rather than kind of picking back up in the car.
Yeah.
So every time you hit the ground, it slows down quite a lot.
You can tell we don't like get taught this stuff.
Yeah.
I think a lot of your lack of injuries can definitely be put towards like the safety side of things of that C1, the roll cage, helmet.
110% the safety. I mean, the roll cage wasn't even bent when we got out. It's still completely straight.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So they are pretty sturdy roll cages.
I mean, I think you can more talk from a mini perspective now, but is there like a certain standard that roll cages and, safety implements have to be at for them to be, classed as race legal?
Pretty much, yeah. As long as there's no play at all in the roll cage, and as long as they can withstand a certain amount of weight and pressure, then they can be popped into a race car. Obviously, it's very dependent from series to series. Like, for example, WRC, the roll cages pretty much have to be indestructible.
Yeah. No taking risks with that.
No, the safety in cars has come a long way.
You've got a very interesting helmet design. Who designed it?
Oh, I asked you a question actually. How are quite clean? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it was JMC Customs. We sent it over to them. They got it painted, and it came back absolutely fantastic.
Mm.
How much did it take you back? How much did it take you back?
Quite a lot, £1,000. Yeah,
I mean,
Grand!
helmets getting painted are very expensive.
Thought like maybe 200, not a grand. That's mental.
No, they're very expensive to get painted. I think a lot of the helmets in like the BTCC that get painted are like £5,000 or something.
yeah.
Jesus
Done by
It's
Joe Tanner.
ridiculous expensive.
Yeah.
That's wow.
I mean, you don't necessarily mind paying that much for it if it ensures your safety.
Yeah, true.
So
I mean, the actual helmet itself, I think, was about £500.
That's yeah.
Yeah, that's
Racing's so much
reasonable
more
for a helmet.
expensive than I think it is.
Yeah,
but you've got to look cool.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. If you crash, you got to crash with style.
You've certainly done that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, 10 out of 10 card.
That's the only
Perfect
thing I was
photo.
missing that day. So I guess take us through your motorsport journey from when you first kind of started to get involved all the way to where you are now. Or not was a rookie, now no longer a rookie, and yeah.
So pretty much like every other driver, it starts at a very young age. I think I started karting around about 7. I got my own kart, raced it, or didn't really race until I was about maybe 10, I want to say. Quite a lot of practice laps around Crail, that's just the east of Scotland. And then I kind of started actually racing at Knockhill, conveniently. I did their kids club for a while. I think I got my next kart, which was a twin engine pro kart in 2019. Surprisingly, I had quite a lot of success. Got 2 podiums and a win, so that wasn't too bad. Then 2020 jumped to Rotax, which was absolutely mental. My first weekend in that actually went completely wrong. DNF'd in all 3 heats, and then the only one I finished was the final.
So how'd that happen then?
Yeah.
Pretty much, it's actually quite a funny story. First heat, I got taken out on lap 1. Second heat, I got taken out on lap 2. And then
yeah.
third heat, I got taken out, I think, about 2 minutes until the end. So the sort of last sort of 4 laps. I know, exactly. Then, yeah, pretty much. And then the final, I think it was red flagged, which saved me. And then got back going. I think I finished 15th out of 25 carts.
Yeah.
Wasn't too bad. Got top novice as well. So
Wins win.
then, yeah. Then pretty much from 2020 all the way to 2023, I did carts. 2024, I took a year off. Then at 2025, we were originally going to do the minis, but everything just went to complete hell. So we got to C1 about 3 weeks before round 1. I think it was, I remember who we actually got it from. It was Brayley Scott, I think it was. I think that was his name. We got that car. Obviously, did the year in the C1. Actually went surprisingly well to the end.
Yeah.
Then eventually got the mini sorted out. Then I think we had a couple more troubles with the engine, missed testing, and then when we got to Cadwell, obviously, pretty much my first time out in the car. It was, yeah. And then obviously crossed the weekend before. Very good weekend. Probably my best weekend in cars. Yeah, that is actually quite an easy story to tell.
Yeah. Pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
I didn't do much in carts, so
Yeah, your history is a lot smaller than maybe Mikey Doble.
yeah.
Yeah.
God. 2020 you mentioned. What was that like racing? Obviously we had the pandemic. Bye, Aaron.
I just
Okay,
don't like.
then.
I'm sure it's a dark camera.
2020 was a very strange year for racing. We did actually manage to get at least a round done in the carts before the lockdown. I actually somehow won that round. I got, I think, 3 out of 6 heat wins, and then lockdown hit. Everyone turned to sim racing. I think sim racing was actually conveniently where I made my SMRC debut. I did the esports with them.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't really go as smoothly, but I did get a P4 in one of the Janetta races, and then I think it was around about September-ish, lockdown kind of lifted for most of the motorsport, and then that's kind of when everything started going back to how it was. But it was a very strange year in terms of racing.
Yeah.
Obviously in the Formula 1 world and that, we still had some restrictions with 2021, the year after it. Obviously the after you get the point. Some races still guys like China, Australia. Was that the case in the kart championships as well?
Particularly, we did have in one of the Scottish series I was doing, Lark Hall pulled out of it. I can't remember what the reason was. That was really the only thing that kind of affected it. Other than that, it was just everyone walking around with a mask on.
I do
Not as
not.
straightforward as I thought it'd be.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of just the minute lockdown ended, everything just kind of returned to normal for the karts.
Yeah. No, I remember I started playing rugby to I think it was February 2020. I signed up to start playing rugby. And then lockdown hit, so I had to wait like 9, maybe 10 months for my first game playing rugby, which is lethal. You
I mean,
couldn't.
I wonder why. It's not like you're slamming into each other.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, exactly.
No one's transfer disease. Yeah. I mean, cars is it's not bad motorsport with COVID because it was sort of built in the protection. I mean, like especially if we want like minis or something with it, you know, because literally just clattering into each other, you're not actually face to face unless you get out of the car and scrap.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Even then, you've got a helmet on, so
Yeah. You know, so
You've got the necessary protection.
yeah, it
exactly.
all works pretty well. I know NASCAR was the first American sports return during COVID. I think that was quite early actually. I think it might have been
Yeah,
June, July.
I think they actually did it in June, their first race.
Yeah, because motorsport and just Twitter was absolutely brilliant. When it came
Yeah.
back, it was absolute chaos.
It,
You know,
it was
F1,
it was brilliant chaos.
Oh,
yeah,
I think F1 the first round was the first round in Australia. I think it was.
yeah,
It was absolute chaos because everyone kept either getting track limits or taking each other out.
They
yeah.
just
Lewis
didn't know how
Hamilton
to
got a
drive.
5-second penalty
Yeah,
on
exactly.
the final lap, and then Lando Norris gets the podium off him.
Yeah.
That was brilliant. I remember, I still remember that like brilliantly when I was being like 9 years old, sat in my living room, and just like 4.9 whatever it was, and he gets podium. Absolute devil.
Are you done?
Amber's a very big Oscar, in case you don't know.
Yeah, I
So
think.
the driver that came second in the championship last year, not the driver that came first. Just saying.
Are you done? I can't. I will just leave. You know.
I think I'm done. But yeah, NASCAR had a brilliant year as well. As far as I didn't watch it, but from what I've seen, that was a great year. NASCAR as well. I don't know about Scottish championships. I know not Kill got TCR, and BTC in the same year, which is
Yeah,
crazy.
that was.
I wish I was marshalling for that.
Oh
Two
God,
coming in the season, get in.
PCR was my taster days at Marshall. When was that?
I think they did one 2018 as well.
Nope, I'm not that old. 2023.
You are. Well, that makes sense. Just a pure curiosity. What was your first event?
My first actual event at Knockhill was conveniently at the SMRC. It was the first round of SMRC in 2025 that I actually competed in.
Wow.
But my first actual event that I ever attended was also SMRC. I think it was back in 2014, 2015. It was a very good memory for me because I remember standing at McIntyre's watching about 25 minis coming down Duffus and one of them rolling and stopping right in front of us.
Right. I see where the love for minis has come from now. Okay.
Yeah.
I've
think
been a
I've seen that
massive mini
crash.
fan for a while.
Yeah,
I think
I'm not
it was
100% sure.
I think it was quite a popular crash when it actually
Was it the one
happened.
where he just like slides down Duffus, like on the side, and it's like barrel on the bottom?
No, there was
That's
one. I think there was one. It was coming into McIntyre's. One of the cars slid off coming down Duffus, crashed into another car, pushed that into the gravel, and then he just went for a barrel.
Yeah. There's a lot of mini incidents in Knockhill now I think about it.
There's a really lot of mini incidents.
Yeah.
Are you regretting your choice yet?
Kind of. I'm not looking.
Are you going to be there next weekend?
Possibly, yeah. I think I'm going to try and make it next weekend.
Are minis on the schedule?
No, I'm just going to spectate.
Yeah.
No, we're not actually not killed till July.
Yeah, you get 3 Knockhill meets this season, what was I say?
Yep.
Something like that? Yeah.
Free not kill meets and 4 away rounds.
I want to say you get July, September. That sounds a bit right for me.
It's July, August, and October. We get September
we
off.
get an August meet?
Yeah.
Is that with the catering rooms?
It's just after British Supercars. I think that's for the catering rooms.
So
Yeah, that makes sense. It's an absolute schedule this year.
Oh God, yeah.
It should be good.
It's a very all over the place schedule.
Yeah. And the Legends will be a bit interesting as well, because I know they've got back-to-back. They go to Croft for the touring cars, and then they come straight back up from Knockhill for one
Yeah.
meet, which will be very interesting. Watching we get night race as well. I mean, it's brilliant.
What or who is what is your favorite racing series like ever? If you could only watch one for the rest of your life, what would you watch? And who is your favorite driver? beside yourself and your brother?
One series I would only ever watch is probably IMSA over in America.
Oh, that's not bad, by the way.
Yes.
Ever since the hypercars got introduced, that's been one of my favorite series ever. It's just been absolute coordinated chaos. Favorite driver? Actually, don't know. I have too many favorite drivers.
Name me 3 then.
Probably Lawrence Heinrich,
Ooh.
who just won the last IMSA race, or one of the drivers that won the last IMSA race. Fernando Alonso,
My man.
and yep,
I'll let you go
and
this like 2 days ago.
nice, and probably Kamui Kobayashi as well.
Oh, that's a good shout, by the way.
It's a good show.
Yeah, he became my favorite driver after that pole lap in Le Mans.
Yes,
That's fair, that's fair.
that's fair.
Amber knows who my favorite driver is, and I know who my favorite driver is, so I'm going to avoid that debate. Favorite touring car driver? That's a good question.
I said this earlier, Aidan Moffat.
Oh yeah, of course did, yeah.
Yeah.
I love PMR this year, by the way. It's brilliant because Aidan Moffat, Dexter Patterson, and Mikey Lowe. I mean, what? I don't care if they're quick or
a
not.
hell of a
That's just
combo.
two- Huh?
A hell of a combo.
Yeah, that's just 3 absolute geezers racing touring cars. I mean, can't beat it.
I think we've all just adopted Mikey Doble as Scottish now, considering his 2 teammates are
Yeah.
Scottish. So, you know.
Moffat's brilliant because you see, I constantly see like the touring car stuff. They put like, what do you want to see, like the Instagram stories.
Yeah, and then Aidan
Moffat
Moffat
always Aidan
constantly
Moffat.
replying to everyone. He just says the most cursed things ever.
It's fantastic.
It's brilliant. Amber, who's your favorite touring car driver?
Good question. It used to be Ash Sutton. Now it
Nice.
used to be. Now it has moved to Daniel Rowan.
Okay.
Fair enough.
For me, I'm gonna go Shedden. I like Gordon.
I mean, you're just a super fan of his racing circuit. Of course you would.
I mean, he's just a Scottish goat. I mean, I like Moffat a lot as well. If we're going favourite of all time, it'd be Ronan Pearson. But I went to Top 24 touring car meet. My first ever race touring cars, full stop. Never mind watching on TV. And I'm like, oh, Ronan Pearson, you're trying to film them. I had a full weekend, still like, yeah, done film them, boy, let's go. And then literally 2 days after the 2 days after the meet ends, Ronan Pearson's been dropped.
So you are the problem, Aaron.
So
you are the problem.
You're like a bad luck token.
Yeah. So basically, stay away from him.
Yeah, any racing drivers just cannot talk to you now.
Yeah. I haven't jinxed Mikey Weddle yet. I keep talking to an assembly and I haven't jinxed him yet. Touch wood. Yeah, touch wood. And touch wood a lot here. I mean, sure. But yeah, no, I'm just definitely cursed. I think it's just a curse to speak to me in the assembly area, just full stop.
Yeah.
It's like the Lee Fisher 360 camera. Just whenever it's in a car, everything goes wrong. We had it in our car in Crofton, a wheel fell off. So
yeah, no.
do with that what you will.
I've heard horror stories about this camera. I've been trying to get...
Everyone's scared of it.
Lee, no, they're putting it begging. No.
He wanted to say hi.
That's a cat.
Yes.
So who's had a motorsport? What's your favorite sport? That's a very random one, just top of my head.
Cannabis, there's not really much out of motorsport for me.
Alright, fair enough.
Pretty much motorsport is my life, effectively. I've got almost no other interests.
Yeah, fair enough. I watch way too much sport. Genuinely, it's a problem. I mean, motorsport, ice hockey. I've been to over 100 ice hockey games. I know that, full stop. Football, rugby. I could probably go watch cricket if I wanted to. But basically, you could just sit me down in front of any sports game and I'm happy. I don't care if it's cricket, I don't care if it's basketball, whatever.
See, I'm just over here with motorsport, darts, and randomly American football.
American football's quite good, to be fair.
Yeah. American sports are just very entertaining.
Yeah.
Oh, the NHL is brilliant to watch, by the way.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I'm
very big Montreal Canadiens, purely just because of the atmosphere you get in there. Like, it's crazy, you know? I go to ice hockey games in that Kingdom, I think, oh, this is a good atmosphere. And then you go home and watch a Montreal game, and it's like 150 decibels, and it's like...
That's a question. Obviously, America's got their own, like, IndyCar, NASCAR, etc., etc. Would you ever want to race on an oval like the Indianapolis Motor Speedway or any other speedway that has disappeared out of my brain?
I mean, I'd love to do Daytona. That would be an amazing race to do, the Daytona 500. It's just being basically in a motorway line with 40 other cars doing 200 mile an hour. It sounds awesome.
That'll be absolutely terrifying.
Probably, yeah. I mean, apparently the cars move about a lot compared to what you see on TV.
Yeah.
But that's the fun of it.
I mean, I mind this year's one. Obviously, I spoke Customs for NASCAR for reference, and he's leading. They're going into the final lap. Customs was leading. I was like, come on, get over the line. and then I just even just take a turn and just go sliding across the road with expression. But now that final lap was complete chaos this year. She had Carson go off and it caused a massive wreck there. And then they come around and Chase Elliott just got absolutely destroyed. And then Tyler Reddick won it in the end, I think. Mental. I'm talking too much.
So ovals, yes or no?
Yeah, ovals would be pretty fun to do actually. On the TV, it just kind of looks like they're turning left and lifting off the throttle kind of. But from my experience on the sim, it's a lot more than that. There's a lot of managing to it, like the tires, for example.
Yeah.
You have to manage the tire wear a lot, manage how much the car's sliding, how much it's understeering, and sometimes even on the short ovals, hitting the brakes can do a lot. Like for example, Martinsville, the brakes are absolutely terrifying around there because it's basically just two hairpins.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. No, Martinsville's like quarter mile, is it? Something like that?
Yeah, it's a very, very short track.
Yeah. Yeah. This is random questions I've come up with at this point.
Yeah, we
if
did
you
not
had-
prepare for this.
Yeah, I think Amber has slightly. I think Amber's reading questions off. I've got a slight suspicion about that.
There you go. Nothing.
Right. But yeah, if you had to choose a dream car and track combination, what is it?
Oh, that's actually really difficult. Probably, I want to say Road Atlanta
Ooh.
in one of the old Daytona prototypes,
Ooh.
like sort of the Corvettes and all that. That seems like it'd be quite fun.
Yeah.
I'm very basic. I'd go for a GT3 or a Laguna Seca.
That's
Because
boring.
I just reckon
God.
that'd be great fun.
You're both
I love it,
boring.
GT3s are boring.
Yeah.
I like GT3s. I think GT3s on the right track are a good race to watch. If you took them to Knock Hill, it'd be ridiculous.
Chaos. Well, it'd be chaos because
Yeah.
they're too fast for not kill.
Yeah, you wouldn't even get up to sixth, never mind fifth. Yeah, but
You're
I
all
think-
wrong. The correct answer is a hypercar or an LMP1 or LMP2 around either the Nürburgring or Le Mans, Circuit de la
I'm
Sarthe.
thinking of Nordschleife.
I feel like taking a hypercar around the Nürburgring would be absolutely terrifying
Yeah.
because that's
Yes.
effectively just a public back road.
I mean, yes, but it would be fun.
I would never want to drive a hypercar in the first place because those things are just too quick.
Yeah, they are. To be fair, they are rapid.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
try driving like project cars or whatever, and then just put your foot in, it's just boom, gone. It's just way too quick. I reckon Nordschleife is just track. I reckon GT3s are never be too bad. Obviously, Nordschleife 24 is next weekend, I think.
Yes,
Yes.
it's next weekend.
Are you supporting Max Verstappen?
No, I'm just gonna watch it just for the sake of watching it. I don't know much about the GT stuff, so it's good to watch. You know, Verstappen's racing it, isn't he? Actually, I thought about
Yep.
that.
Yeah, he's racing with his own team.
Yeah, that'd be
Yes.
interesting. Because he won NLS2, didn't he? But he got disqualified.
Yes.
Yeah, in the last one he got disqualified for I think using 7 instead of 6 tires.
Yeah, they put 126 on in qualifying, I think it was,
Mhm.
Yeah,
which has to be one of the most annoying ways to get disqualified.
it's definitely.
Yeah,
I mean, to be fair, there's worse ways to be disqualified, but that's probably one of the most frustrating.
That kind of that's yeah, but just kind of off the back of that. Obviously, before and after a race, your car does have to go into scrutineering. Have you ever been disqualified for something stupid like that?
Surprisingly, no, I've never been disqualified at all. The closest I have come to being disqualified was, I think, when I was doing karts, we had a bit of an issue with one of the parts that they had to check, and if we couldn't get it to them in time, then we'd get disqualified. But luckily, we got to them in time.
alright, fair enough.
Can't actually remember what part it was. I think it was the clutch or something.
What is the sort of scrutineering process like for you as a driver or indeed a team?
So basically, in the scrutineering, they check the weight, make sure you're over the weight limit. If you're not, disqualified. If you are, good. But sometimes they'll pick. It depends what they want to check, but they'll pick a random number of cars, put them to the side, check what they need to check. For example, like the fuel, brakes, like the drive shafts. And if you pass all of it, you're just good to go back to the paddock. But if not, then good luck. It's just it's actually surprisingly simple.
Yeah.
How does scrutineering work after like a crash or an incident where you
No,
maybe
how does it
don't
work?
have the part that they are looking for? It's out on the racetrack somewhere.
I mean, if you've had an incident on track, if you do manage to get back to the paddock, then I think you probably get a pardon.
Mhm.
For example, if the car is too damaged to actually check, then you could just get sent back to the paddock. But if you've, for example, stopped on the track, just a free pass. Just go back.
Alright, it's easy enough. Yeah, I had a really
So-
good question in my mind, but I've forgotten it. Oh yeah, no, it's not a question. This is a random thing. This is just really random, by the way. The Rallycross meet last year in October, I was having far too much fun because the cars are coming back up and the championship organizer for the cross cars was like coming up to me and go, I need 3 cars for scrutineering. I'm like, okay, what cars? Like, well, I don't know, just 3 cars. So I get to choose 3 cars to go send scrutineering, which is
Yeah,
far too
it's
much
it's
fun.
it's completely random, that process. I'm pretty sure you just kind of see one person. If they look suspicious, pop them through. If not, let them go.
I'll
Or
be
if you
like,
don't like them, just pop them through scrutineering.
I'll just be a menace. I was literally just having stock folk just saying like, you go to assembly. So I was going like 1, none. It's like I'd send this guy to assembly, this guy wouldn't, this guy to assembly, and then no, that's a 2 to assembly, just like just for the sake of it. You know, this is fun. I'm not assembly, I'm scrutineering, but yeah, it's just one of
Uh,
random things you don't think you're doing, but it's like, oh, that's fun actually.
you race with the number 59. Is the number special to you in any way, shape, or form, or is it just what you were given?
Good question.
It's 50-50. It's quite special to me because it was one that my dad suggested. It's also because 95 was taken and 59 is just inverted.
So you want to be Lightning McQueen, right? Okay.
Yes, yeah. But yeah, pretty much. My original number was 5 for Sebastian Vettel, and then when I moved into a national championship, turns out only the top 5 from the previous year could use numbers 1 through 5. So
Makes sense.
that's kind of when I changed my number, and it's just stuck ever since.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. If you needed to, would you change your number, and what would you change it to? Assuming that 95 and 59 were taken.
Well, if 59 and 95 were taken, I'd probably just do what a lot of drivers seem to do and add another digit to it. So
Fair.
591 pretty much, or
Oh, right, yeah.
159.
Fair enough.
Just simple.
I thought you were going to say 14, let's be honest.
Yes, that was where I was
Maybe.
going as well.
Maybe, but just to keep 59 somewhat, just add another digit.
Yeah, Amber, what's your answer to your own question then? What would be your number if you theoretically raced?
See, you're probably expecting me to say 81, but I am going to say 54.
54, why?
Yes. And my birthday is the 5th of April, so.
Oh, right, fair enough.
Fair enough.
I would go number 5 purely just because my number in rugby is number 5, Sebastian Vettel, because well, why not? And just yeah, why not? 5's a cool number.
So we're
Happy days.
clearly all going for like 5s here.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
the
a bit
number
of a
5 is a cool
pattern.
number. But yeah, just to sort of round up, what your hopes going into this season? You're hoping to win the Newcomers Cup, or is that?
Yeah, that's kind of the hope, to win the Newcomers Cup, as well as probably get a good result in the overall championship, maybe top 6 or something. That would be very sweet. Kind of unrealistic given how much of a head start everyone else has got on at Cadwell, but I mean, it's a long season, 7 races, 7 meetings, so anything can really happen.
Yeah.
But a Newcomers win would be very nice.
So I'm assuming you're staying with minis next season as well.
Hopefully, yeah. If
Hopefully.
everything goes quite well, then we'll just stick with the minis for next season and maybe the season after.
Basically, just stick with it until you win it.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Happy days.
So in that case, why did you leave C1? Because you did not win.
Well, I left
harsh.
C1s because we were originally going to do minis, and C1 was just kind of, well, we've got it now, so let's just do the rest of the season to get some experience. Yeah, it's kind of it.
So,
What do you think?
happened?
Sorry,
with the
Aaron,
mini? Like,
go ahead.
why didn't you race it that year?
So I didn't race the minis that year because we had a bit of trouble with the roll cage. The original guy that was kind of welding in the foot plates accidentally destroyed the floor of the car.
Oh, God.
So we couldn't get another car in time, so we just got C1.
Fair.
That's quite unlucky.
Is the car that you're running just now the one that you were originally going to run, or the one that you've kind of bought new?
So the one that we're running right now is actually used to be a Cooper S. We've converted it into a normal Cooper.
Oh.
Yeah, we had all the parts there already, so it was just a case of finding a new shell, popping everything on, and then going out.
Yeah. I'm just kind of a random question at this point.
Yeah.
So obviously we've had the first Legends meet of the season with the first race meet of the season. It looks like it's going to be Ben Mason versus Michael Weddle. Michael Weddle, obviously 2-time mini champion, and Ben Mason, 4-time Legend champion in the Scottish. As far as I'm aware, fighting for his 5th. But who do you reckon is going to win that?
To be fair, that's actually quite a tough question. I'm gonna say Michael Weddle.
Yeah.
Just because I've seen him driving. He looks absolutely rapid. But obviously Ben's also pretty quick, so I think it's going to be quite close. But my money's on Michael.
Yeah. I think it's going to be definitely a tight fight. It would not surprise me if that goes down to like the final day or maybe the
Yeah.
final race, because it will be close, definitely. But I reckon Ben's got up hand because obviously he's been in this since like 2005 or whatever it was. I think first challenge was either 2005, 2007, something like that. So if anybody's good, anybody's going to beat Michael, be Ben, but Michael is quite quick. Well, we'll have to see.
Yeah,
interesting to watch.
it's definitely going to go down to the wire.
Yeah. And what do you think?
Michael Weddle, obviously, friend of the show. Do you think the current champion of the C1s will retain his title this year?
That's another good question. Is it AJ?
Yeah, it's Aiden.
Yeah.
I mean, he might be able to. I think it's quite close
Stop
between him and
sitting
Gregor.
on the fence.
I can't pick a favourite. Yeah, the C1s are definitely going to be really close. I think there's about 3 drivers that are in it: Aiden, Gregor, and Mark. So it's really hard to tell this early. If you ask me halfway into the season, I think I might have an answer.
You'd know.
He's going to be ridiculously close, I reckon.
Yeah.
I think if we look at all championships, C1s will definitely go down to the final day, probably. It wouldn't surprise me. Maybe all 3 will be in it, for all we know. Legends will all be tight. Minis, I'm not sure about. Obviously, Jack Irvine is absolutely rapid. I'm not sure if anybody's going to catch them. What do you think about that?
I think he's very much the favourite, in my opinion, to win it. Obviously, he's not had the best of luck in the second races, but I'm quite confident he can, if he gets lucky, he can run away with it.
Yeah. And
So
then what else
Jack
we got?
Irvine for overall, Liam Kelso for newcomers, okay.
And then so we've got mini C1s, Legends done. What else is there?
Fiestas.
Sleepy Lap.
Fiestas. Oh,
Yeah.
Fiestas. I
Oh.
don't know that many people in. I know Michael Gordon's in there.
Jerry Hendry has ran away with it for the past couple of years, but I would like to think Lachlan McLaughlin, the newcomer,
Oh yeah.
would put up at least some sort of fight against Jerry.
Yeah,
So-
he probably could. Yeah.
Yeah. I think we're definitely in for a treat with the championship this year. You know, it's going to be a competitive year.
I think a lot of the championships are going to be quite close.
Yeah, you get touring cars as well. That'll be ridiculously close. Who knows who's winning that?
Yeah,
that's going to be crazy.
That's just going to be really random.
Yeah.
Because it could go to you got Sutton, Tangram, Wool. That's what your 3 main candidates. I reckon if Gordon gets lucky, he could be there. But I think that might just be me being a bit delusional there, to be honest with you. But I mean, even then, Aidan Moffat, he had a brilliant weekend at Donny. You know,
Mhm.
that's
Hey,
possible as well.
I would argue also Charles Rainford as well.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
There's
See,
also
this is quite
Josh
big,
Cook as well. He was fairly quick. So
Yeah,
No, me and Josh Cook do not get along. I am a Josh Cook magnet, okay? The past 2 years when he's been in touring cars, he has crashed at my post both times. The first
are
one,
you two just bad luck charms?
see, he gives people the bad luck and the luck just ends up with me.
yeah.
He just
Also, it's
sends it my way.
contagious then.
Yeah, he just
But
sends it my way.
It's ridiculous how many crashes you get. I mean, you had like the biggest crash of the season with Liam.
With a certain
And
someone,
then you
yeah.
get Josh Cook absolutely annihilating the hay bale at the touring cars.
Yep.
And then the year
Like
before in
so.
2023, annihilating the World Duffus. What else
Yes.
have you had? You were at the same corner as both Legends incidents.
I still have his
over
wheel
the
arch.
last meet.
Still have
I
his
mean-
wheel arch.
It's crazy.
Honestly, it's where my luck, it's either I get everything or nothing. At the recent event, we had an Kill first event of the season, I was at post 9. We didn't really get much, which is when you're going anti-clockwise, the entrance to the hairpin. We didn't get much. It mostly happened towards the sort of end of the hairpin where post 8 is. But yeah, we didn't get much. We did, go and help with post 8 when they had Legends mating, and post 10 when they had the Legend deciding, I don't want to live anymore, and slamming right into the wall.
Yeah.
But like nothing directly at the post, which is strange because normally in anti-clockwise, Liam, I'm sure you'll know this, but post 9, as in like the entrance to the hairpin, typically is one of those places where you do get people just going straight on, missing the hairpin entirely.
Yeah.
So
Who was it?
To be fair, it's a very easy thing to do on the reverse layer because you're coming in a lot faster into the hairpin than you would in Duffus.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, you'll know better than me of anything, Liam. Who was it last year who was in the minis had the brake failure at the hairpin in anti-clockwise?
It was the Cooper S. I think it was Ross Wilkinson.
I've
That
no idea
name
what his
rings
name
a
was.
bell.
I think it was.
He was quicker. He was in a different car festival. I don't know that much.
Yeah, but yeah, he was in the Cooper S's. I think it was the brakes were slowly failing as the race went on, and then at the end it just went on the last lap.
Well,
That's-
there's a question. Would you prefer to have a first lap DNF or a last lap DNF?
First lap DNF any
Yeah.
day of the week. DNFing on the last lap is possibly the worst thing to ever happen to anybody.
Yeah, I had to
Really?
do that from last lap.
Yeah, it's especially if you're at the front of the pack. It
Yeah.
is a very depressing thing to happen.
No.
Like Charlotte, I almost found out just the weekend gone because
Yeah.
what the hell was that? Honestly, that was mental. It was, Charles House on his podium to Oscar. It was just absolute chaos. Yeah.
I mean, I guess
Awesome.
you don't want to DNF at all. But I
Yeah.
guess
No,
first,
that's ideally.
yeah.
I mean,
Miles better.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, it was-
ask George Russell.
Oh,
On Stafford.
Yeah.
Jesus. What is the funniest reason you've ever seen any of your co-competitors, whether that's in cars, C1s, and minis, ever be disqualified for?
I'm actually not quite sure. It's usually people get disqualified for a very legitimate reason.
Mhm.
I mean, the funniest one I've seen was someone in karts got disqualified because they didn't have the right wheel set. So in karts you can run different wheels, and obviously for one series it was you run a specific wheels, and one of them was running different wheels to everyone else, which retained a bit more heat, and they just got disqualified for that.
But yeah.
That's probably the funniest reason
Have,
I've ever seen someone get disqualified.
did you see? I can't remember who it was. One of the F2 drivers getting investigated during practice because one of the pit members on the part of the team was in the pit lane in cargo shorts. It's genuinely
Wait, really?
Carnival, whatever it was, under investigation. Team member in shorts in the pit lane. And it's just like,
My God. I guess that kind of inspires my next question as I try to stop laughing. I assume you don't have any mechanics similar to that sort of setup, so is it all done by yourself, your family, other members of Keltec Racing? Shadow, be quiet, I'm doing an interview. I assume it's all done by yourself, your family members, other members of your team.
Yeah, it's pretty much mostly just members of the team. Sometimes we do get drivers and team members from other teams helping out. So, for example, we had to swap out the engine, and I think it was Martin Vaitunga and his team came over to help us. So yeah, it's usually just depending on how big the job is. It's a small job like changing tires. It's just kind of in the team. But if it's a big job like an engine swap, a lot of times a lot of other drivers will come over and help over.
So it's like one sort of family, almost.
Pretty much in the paddock, it's just kind of a family.
Oh.
Everyone's helping out whenever they can.
and as well, just got off my last question about the funniest, not Amber's question about the funniest DSQ you've seen. What is the funniest thing you've seen? Full stop.
Apart from Jack Urban.
Well, the funniest thing I've ever
Sorry!
the funniest thing I've ever seen in racing is probably someone going out on track with bunny ears on their helmet.
What?
Like full on fabric bunny ears on their helmet.
Was that a track day for bikes by any chance?
No, it was at the Not Kill Carton. There was a guy with bunny ears on his helmet.
Fair.
I still mind it last July when we had the Legends Grid Walk. Some of the Legends team crew dressed up. So there was a Legends team member that was in like a full Percy the Pig costume down on the grid. And it was brilliant because the grid walks during lunch, and we not were told when they meant to go out for the grid walk for in assembly. We got down early, and then we got told like, yeah, getting down for this time. I'm like, we're already here. So what do you mean getting down for this time? So we had to go tell them. We'll just sat in the pit wall, and there's got a guy in a pig costume just sat.
I'll tell you the reason behind that. So you'll see Legends cars, some of them in the back will have like a pig plushie, or indeed that mechanic or whoever coming down in a pig costume. It's to kind of, what's the word I'm looking for?
I was just charity.
It's to honour Jared McCosh, who was a Legends driver, and he always used to have a pink pig in the back of his Legend. So that is why.
Yeah, that was his grid walk. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just
Fun bit of history for you.
I had no idea what it was for, so I just turned around and just see a massive pig walk into assembly. It's just not the thing you expect to see. There was somebody else dressed up as well, but I can't remember what they were dressed up as. But it's just a little laugh. But yeah, no. Any last questions, Amber?
To be honest, we could be here for hours just chatting because you're a nice guy, you're wonderful, you're very easy to talk to. And I feel like
you guys are quite easy to talk to as well.
Feel like we could genuinely just be here for hours chatting shite. Anything you want to promote?
Not really. It's more just want to give it a massive shout out to my dad for helping keep my racing career alive and supporting me the whole way.
Shout out to Dad Kelso.
Dad Kelso.
We love him. You sure you don't want to shout out like your TikTok or your Instagram or something like that? He posts the funniest stuff on TikTok.
I know the one with
Yeah.
Cadwell with the the
The
report.
weather report,
He's going
yeah.
sideways. Peak content. Do you want to shout out?
Nah, it's fine. I'll just let people discover it naturally.
Liam_Kelso_racing? No.
That's the Instagram page, yeah.
Yes, we will go from there. No, it's Liam
Happy
Kelso
days.
59, I want to say.
Yeah, it's that.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Yay, Amber has good recall and knows how to use her brain.
Really?
I know.
Right, Amber. Amber.
No, she got my name wrong.
All right, fine.
Don't
No,
do
but
that,
that
you
is
just make
the-
yourself laugh even more.
Right. Stop laughing. Right.
And this is why we can never record.
Yeah. Everybody, that has been the From the Bank podcast with our special guest today, Liam Kelso in the Scottish Minis. He will be up for the Not Kill meet in July. I have no idea when that meet is. Amber, you help me out here.
Liam, do you?
The 11th and 12th of July, I want to say.
Yeah. No,
So
whatever it
none
is.
of us know. Fantastic.
I knew it was
Yeah,
early.
that was a
That's
rough
what I knew.
estimate.
But yeah, so 11th of July, go to up there. We'll race next weekend as well. On the 16th, 17th of May, no Scottish Maze for that, so still quite no. It's a good racing. But yeah, hopefully we'll see you there. And thank you for watching on the Bank podcast. So everybody.
Yay! Jesus.